All of you can see this problem. Now you can use these two formulas. L differential is equal to L1 plus L2 minus 2m is equal to 0.5. L cumulative is L1 plus L2 plus 2m is equal to 1.5. If you subtract 2 minus 1, then you will get m is equal to 0.25. Now A is already given here 0.6. Now if you add this 1 plus 2, then you will get this equation number 3. L1 plus L2 is equal to 1. This is your equation number 3. And using the formula for coefficient of coupling, K is equal to m upon root of L1 L2. So L1 L2 is equal to 0.1736. So from this equation number 3 and 4, you have to find the values of L1 and L2. One quadratic equation you will get. Yes. What is the answer of L1 and L2? Yes.
Sir, L1 is 0.22 and L2 is 0.78.
Yes. L1 is 0.22 and L2 is 0.78. See, from this equation number 3 and equation number 4, from equation number 4, you will get L1 L2 is equal to L1 into L2 is equal to 0.1736. Means L1 is equal to 0.1736 divided by L2. So you can substitute the value of L1 into equation number 3. Then you will get one quadratic equation. Quadratic equation means a square plus 2ab plus b is equal to 0, like that. And using that quadratic equation, you can find out this value. Solve this. L1 value is 0.22 and L2 is 0.78. So have you understood this?
Yes, sir.
So now we move to third problem. Two coils having self-inductances of 4 millihenry and 7 millihenry respectively are connected in parallel. If the mutual inductance between them is 5 millihenry, find the equivalent inductance. So here L1, L2 and M is given. So for cumulative coupling, if two coils are connected using cumulative coupling, then you can use this formula. L is equal to L1 L2 minus M square upon L1 plus L2 minus 2M. So just you have to substitute the values in this formula. You will get the value of equivalent inductance for cumulative coupling and then for differential coupling. And then you can easily find out the value of L. So the value of L is for cumulative 3 millihenry and for differential 0.143 millihenry. So this kind of problem asked in compulsory question number 1. Only you have to substitute the values. Okay. Can we move to next concept? Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Have you understood this part?
Yes, sir.
Okay. See, these three problems are very important from university exam point of view. Now we will see next part is dot conventions. A, the sign of mutually induced voltage, or you can say mutually induced EMF, is depending on the direction of winding of the coils. But it is very inconvenient to supply the information about winding direction of the coils. Hence, dot conventions are used for the purpose of indicating the direction of winding. Now we have seen in cumulative type of coupling and in differential coupling, the direction of current flowing through the coils are different. In cumulative coupling, the direction of the current flowing through the two coils is same. That's why mutually induced EMF, polarity of mutually induced EMF is same as polarity of self-induced EMF in case of cumulative coupling. But in case of differential coupling, the direction of current flowing through the coils are different. That's why polarity of mutually induced EMF is opposite to that of self-induced EMF. So it is very difficult to provide the information of winding direction of the coils. That's why to determine the sign of mutually induced voltage, these dot conventions are used. And these dot conventions and the sign of that mutually induced EMF is depends on the direction of winding of the coils. So dot conventions are used for the purpose of indicating the direction of winding. Now see here, the dot conventions are interpreted as below. So if a positive current enters into the dots of both the coils or out of the dots of both the coils, the mutually induced voltages for both the coils add to the self-induced voltages. Hence, mutually induced voltages will have the same polarity as that of self-induced voltages. Similarly, if you see second part, if current enter into in bracket or out of the dot in the one coil and in other coil current flows out of the dot, then mutually induced voltages will have the opposite polarity to that of self-induced voltages. Now see here, see, can you see this diagram?
Yes, sir.
Now see here, in diagram A, there are two coils having self-inductance L1, L2 and mutual inductance is M. And current I1 is flowing through coil 1, current I2 is flowing through coil 2. Now consider only A part. See, here two dots are shown for coil 1 and coil 2. Now in coil 1, current I1 is entering into the dot, you can see, and I2 also current is entering into the dot. It means in both the coils current is entering into the dot, means current is in the same direction. That's why the polarity of mutually induced EMF is same as the self-induced EMF. That's why it gets added into the self-induced EMF. See, please try to concentrate. Now here two coils are there and dots are given at the upside of the coil. Current I1 is entering into the dot. Current I2 is also entering into the dot. Means both the currents are entering into the dot. That's why the mutually induced EMF having the same polarity as that of self-induced EMF. So now you can see B part of the circuit diagram. You can see B part. So you can see that red ink, the polarity of self-induced EMF is in red ink, positive, negative, and same polarity is for mutually induced EMF. That is M into di2 by dt. So both the polarities are same. That's why both the voltages gets added. And similarly, in case of coil 2, again the polarity remains the same. Positive, negative, and then positive and negative. See here in B diagram, M di2 by dt is the mutually induced EMF because of current I2, and M di1 by dt is the mutually induced EMF because of I1. We have seen mutual inductance in last lecture. Because of change in current in coil 1, EMF gets induced in coil 2. We have seen this in last lecture. Whenever there is a change in current in coil 1, the EMF get induced in coil 2. Now here in both the coils currents are flowing. In coil 1, I1 current is flowing. In coil 2, I2 current is flowing. So because of current I1, mutually induced EMF is there in coil 2, and because of current I2, mutually induced EMF is there in coil 1, and it's shown in this by voltage source, dependent voltage source, having the polarity positive, negative, positive, negative, which is same as the self-induced EMF. Have you understood this?
Yes, sir.
Anyone having doubt? Okay. Now, similarly, suppose these dots are at the end side of the coil. Both the dots are end side of the coil. Then we can say both the currents are coming out of that coil. अभी ये dots ऊपर है, तो both the currents are entering into the coils. That's why mutually induced EMF gets added into the self-induced EMF. Now, if both the dots are at the downside, means you can see this. Now you can see here in this diagram. Can you see this diagram? Both the dots are at the end side of the coil 2, coil 1 and coil 2. Can you see this?
Yes, sir.
So here in this diagram, both the currents, current I1 and current I2, both the currents are coming out of that coil. पहले क्या था? पहले केस में both the dots at the upper side. So we can say currents are entering into the coil. And यहाँ पे क्या है? Current are coming out of the coil. So in both the cases, the directions are same. That's why in this case also, the polarity of mutually induced EMF is same as self-induced EMF. So that's why this case is same as earlier case. So that's why it is written that whenever the currents are, both the currents are entering into the coils or coming out of the coils, then mutually induced EMF polarity is same as self-induced EMF polarity. So that's why it gets added. So if you apply KVL here, then you will get V1 is equal to L1 di1 by dt plus M di2 by dt. And similarly, V2 is equal to L2 di2 by dt plus M di1 by dt. So have you understood this part? So whether the current is entering or whether both the currents are entering or both the currents are coming out of the coil, then polarity of mutually induced EMF is same as self-induced EMF, positive, negative, like this. Have you understood this? Hello.
Yes, sir.
So that's why I have written this first line here. You can see this first line. If a current enters into dots of both the coils. See, in one line I have written this: if a current enters into dots of both the coils or coming out of dots of both the coils, then mutually induced voltages for both the coils add to the self-induced voltages. Addition होता है मतलब क्या होता है? The mutually induced voltages have the same polarity as that of self-induced voltages. So this is the first part. When both the currents are entering or both the currents are coming out of the dots, that time mutually induced voltages have the same polarity as that of self-induced voltages. Now second part अभी क्या है देखो. In second part, if a current enter into the dot in one coil and in other coil current flows out of the dot. एक कॉइल से एंटर हो रहा है और दूसरे कॉइल से आउट ऑफ द डॉट आ रहा है, then mutually induced voltages will have the opposite polarity to that of self-induced voltages. Now you can see this case. Again there are two cases. See this case. Can you see this diagram? Can you see this? Hello.
Sir, diagram you are asking?
हाँ, yes, वही circuit diagram.
Sir, no,
When
sir.
one current is
sir.
entering and other current is leaving.
No, sir. Sir, it is stuck in two dot convention.
हाँ, एक मिनट. सबको नहीं दिख रहा है?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.
थोड़ा पेज को ऐसे टैप करो ना, थोड़ा पेज को आपके क्लिक करो पेज पे, आ जाएगा. नेटवर्क इश्यूज की वजह से होता है वो. दिख रहा है?
No, sir.
एक
यस सर, अब दिख
Yes,
रहा
sir.
है।
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sir.
ठीक है, अभी दिख रहा है ना? हेलो, अभी दिख रहा है ना?
Yes, sir.
हाँ. So now you can see here two coils are there. In one coil, coil 1, current is entering into the dot, and in other coil, current is leaving. Because one dot is present upper side and coil 2 dot other dot is present lower side. The current directions are up to down. So here for coil 1 we can say current is entering, and for coil 2 we can say current is leaving the dot. So here both the directions are opposite. That's why mutually induced EMF gets having the polarity opposite to that of self-induced EMF. So you can see this circuit diagram D. You can see there in coil 1 self-induced EMF is across L1, but उसका exactly opposite polarity है mutually induced EMF, that is M di2 by dt. And similarly in case of coil 2 also, self-induced EMF का polarity across positive and negative L2 और उसका exactly opposite mutually induced EMF because of current I1, M di1 by dt. Now you can read this. Now consider magnetically coupled circuit with dot placed at lower terminal of coil L2, and hence I1 enters through the dotted terminal of L1 while I2 leaves through the dotted terminal of L2. So according to the dot convention, the polarity of mutually induced EMF in L1 due to I2 in L2 will be opposite to that of self-induced EMF in coil L1. So you can see in this D diagram the mutually induced EMF having the opposite polarity to that of self-induced EMF. So that's why the expressions of V1 is L1 di1 by dt minus M di2 by dt, and in case of D part, V2 is equal to L2 di2 by dt and minus M di1 by dt. So self induced EMF and mutually induced EMF दोनों का polarity opposite रहता है. That's why it gets subtracted from the self induced EMF. So have you understood this? Whenever there are in one dot current is entering and other dot current is leaving, then mutually induced EMF polarity is opposite to that of self induced EMF polarity. So that's why after applying KVL you will get V1 is equal to L di1 by dt minus M di2 by dt, and V2 is equal to L2 di2 by dt minus M di1 by dt. Have you understood this?
Yes, sir.
हाँ,
Yes,
तो
sir.
पोलैरिटी तो क्या है, अगर करंट डायरेक्शन इज सेम, मीन्स इफ करंट इज एंटरिंग इनटू द डॉट्स or current is leaving from the dots in both the cases, then mutually induced EMF gets added into the self induced EMF. But if in one coil current is entering and in other coil current is leaving, then mutually induced EMF having the opposite polarity to that of self-induced EMF. Similarly, you can see this case also. Current I1 is now leaving that coil and current I2 is entering into the coil. So here also the opposite polarities are the one current is leaving and other current is entering the coil. That's why mutually induced EMF having the opposite polarity to that of self-induced EMF. These concepts are necessary because we have to solve problem based on this. Hello, can you see this screen now? This
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
this iron core is there and wire is wound L1 L2. Can you see this?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
So you can see this coil L1 and coil L2. Okay, so direction of current I1 is the upside in L1 and L2. So both the directions are same. That's why we can say we can show like this. Just below that, the representation of above core with winding of the coils can be shown with the dots. And you can see on the right hand side, you can see the direction of current is different in L1 and L2. In L1 it is upside and in L2 it is downside. So both the directions are different. So that's why we can say in L1 the current is entering and in L2 current is coming out of the dot. That's why it's shown at the end of the coil. A dot is shown at the end of the coil. I'll show. Can you see this diagram?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So in this diagram, see this is we are using right hand thumb rule. Okay, right hand thumb rule, and direction of the current is downwards. Okay, if you keep your right hand according to this image, then the tip of your nails represent the direction of current and thumb represents the direction of flux, that is 5. Okay, so direction of flux is in the right side. जो n दिखाया है यहाँ पे वो है your direction of flux. ठीक है, if your current is going downwards. Now if your current is going upwards, then the direction of thumb will be in the left hand side. So that's why the direction of flux is opposite. So because of that, the polarity is different in coil 1 and coil 2. in case of differential coupling. ठीक है, if the direction of current, suppose अभी यहाँ पे downwards है, direction of current is downwards, so that's why the flux direction is the right side. ठीक है, अभी यही करंट डायरेक्शन अगर अपवर्ड है, तो अगर डायरेक्शन अपवर्ड रहेगा तो थंब डायरेक्शन विल बी इन द लेफ्ट हैंड साइड. So that's why there is a change in the mutually induced EMF, and it is shown by using the opposite polarity. So right hand thumb rule is used for that purpose. Now you can use the same. Hello, अभी पेज दिख रहा है क्या?
Yes, sir.
So now you can use the same rule. Take the left hand side में जो core है and L1 L2 है, that is cumulative coupling. Consider that coupling. Now in that coupling, current direction I1 direction is going upward. So if you keep your right hand in that means जो nails है आपके fingers है वो upward direction में रखो, then your thumb is in the left hand direction. So this is similar with L2 also. So that's why both the flux is in the same direction for this particular diagram. समझे क्या? हेलो.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
हाँ, और अभी दूसरा डायग्राम देखो, उसमें L2 है अपवर्ड डायरेक्शन में, तो L2 अपवर्ड डायरेक्शन में रखेंगे तो फ्लक्स का डायरेक्शन है लेफ्ट हैंड साइड, एंड L2 डाउनवर्ड डायरेक्शन है, तो डाउनवर्ड डायरेक्शन में अगर आप अपने फिंगर्स रखेंगे तो फ्लक्स है राइट हैंड साइड. तो both the directions are different, so that's why the mutually induced EMF gets having the opposite polarity, और उसके हिसाब से फिर ये डॉट कन्वेंशंस देते हैं. Now you can see this diagram. Obtain the dotted equivalent circuit. Now this core is there and winding is there. J5 ohm is the inductance of this coil, and J3 ohm is the inductance of that coil. Now if you want to represent this coils into dot, then in the direction of the current you hold your hand like this in the direction of current, then you will see flux phi1 is going upwards. So it is shown in the figure, flux phi1 is going upwards, and here in case of J3 ohm also, if you keep the arrow, जो arrow दिखाई दे रहा है, same as your fingers, and then also you will get phi2 in the upward direction. So both are in the upward direction, so they are opposite. That's why in 5 ohm coil the current is entering, and in 3 ohm the current is coming out. So both the direction of the windings are different, direction of currents are different in both the coils. That's why it is shown like this. In one coil current is entering, and in other coil current is leaving. Have you understood this?
Yes, sir.
देखो दोनों फाई का डायरेक्शन इज अपोजिट. जस्ट यूज योर राइट हैंड your fingers showing the direction of current, then your thumb showing the direction of flux. So that is upwards in case of J5. And in the same way, you can see in J3 ohm. So J3 ohm is also flux in the upward direction. So both the flux are opposite to each other. So that's why dot convention is shown like this. So this is the equivalent circuit of this actual circuit. Now you can see in this diagram, see this is this circuits will not ask in your exam. This is just a extra knowledge that you should know. See how these coils are drawn in the equivalent circuit. How to draw the equivalent circuit for this actual circuit. This is actual circuit. Now you can see here also J5 ohm, the flux phi1 is going upwards. For J2 ohm, phi2 is going left side. And right hand side J2 ohm, if you hold the direction, then again this phi3 going downwards. So in this way, all the flux phi1, phi2 and phi3 all are in the same direction. So the direction, the coil you have to represent like this. Dot is at the first end of the coil. Dot is at the first end of the coil. Because there is no flux opposite to each other. All the flux are moving in this core in the same direction. Phi1, phi2, phi3. So that's why it is represented like this. J5 2 ohm, J2 ohm and then this J2 ohm. You have to use right hand thumb rule, and these arrows indicating the direction of current and thumb is indicating the direction of flux. Remember this. So if you consider the direction of current same as your fingers and thumb as a flux, then you will get all phi1, phi2 and phi3 in the same direction. आप करके देख रहे हैं क्या वहां पे?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
तो बराबर है ना? वैसे phi1, phi2 all are three in the same direction. So that's why you can draw this diagram as this diagram using dot conventions. And 6 ohm, 4 ohm, 1 ohm, these are the mutual inductances. Now let's see the simple example. Find the equivalent inductance of this particular coil. See, all dots are at the start point of the coil. So here we have to assume that all the currents in the coil are in the same direction, and that's why all mutually induced EMF are same as self-induced EMF. So here all the mutual inductance gets added into the self-inductances. So equivalent inductance L is equal to L1 plus M12 and plus M13. अभी M12 क्या है? M12 is mutual inductance from between coil 1 and coil 3. तो coil 1 and coil 3 के बीच में क्या है? 1 Henry. So M13 is 1 Henry. Then M12 मतलब mutual inductance between coil 1 and coil 2, which is 0.5. So that's why M12 is 0.5 and L1 is 1 Henry, which is given 1. So 1 plus 0.5 plus 1 ऐसा आता है. Similarly for coil 2, L2 is 2 Henry. Then mutual inductance, that is M23. M23 के बीच में क्या है? 1 है. So M23 is 1. Then M21 के बीच में क्या है? 0.5. So वो क्या आता है? 0.5. Similarly L3 plus M31. M31 is again 1 and M32 is again 1. So you have to add all this self inductance plus mutual inductance, and that will be is equal to 13 Henry. Have you understood this?
Yes, sir.
See, because of dots, we came to know that the current flowing through that coils are in the same direction. That's why that mutual inductance get added into the self inductance. That's it. So this is the main importance of the dot conventions, to understand the direction of current in the winding. If all dots are at the start point of the coils, then all the self inductance and mutual inductance get added, because there is no difference in the direction of flux. So that is the main basic reason. That's why we can directly write L1 plus M12 plus M13 and then plus L2 plus M23 plus M21, like this. Now if you consider this diagram now, so here two coils are same, coil 1 and coil 2, and in third coil the current is leaving the coil. The dot is at the end of the coil. So here whenever we have to write the equivalent inductance, then L1 plus M12, since coil 1 and coil 2 both are same, so that's why their mutual inductance get added. So that's why L1 plus M12 आया. But coil 1 and coil 3 is different. Direction of current is different. So that's why वहां पे आया है minus M13. समझा आपको? Have you understood this?
Yes, sir.
हाँ. ठीक है. तो similarly coil 2. So L2 between coil 2 and coil 3 different है. That's why minus M23. And coil 2 and coil 1 is same, so plus M21. ऐसे. Now अभी तीसरे का direction for third coil, all the remaining two coils are different. That's why L3